what are some of the best things that I can do for endometriosis and or adenomyosis? Now, in my last video, I talked about what these conditions are and potential causes of them. Now let's dive into things that you can actually do to help your system right now today. Now again, because we're looking at the causes being related to excess estrogen, genetics, and your immune system, those would be things to really focus on. The other thing that is really powerful in your hormonal conditions is your stress and stress levels and stress response. So some of my favorite things to do for this are really working with your nutrition. Now, my book, The Female Fat Solution, talks all about how to eat for your hormones and your cycle. I dive into the warming and the cooling foods for you to make sure that we are targeting what your system needs to help regulate estrogen and progesterone. Supplement-wise, I actually created tinctures for the female body, Estero-Balance and Progestero-Balance. These tinctures are designed to help your system create and maintain the right amount of estrogen and then the right amount of progesterone at the right time so that your system can have this regulated pattern, so that your ovulation occurs on time and that your hormones are easier regulated. Now, when we look at the liver, right, excess estrogen, oftentimes this is related with your liver being overloaded and not processing through things correctly. So when your liver gets overloaded, it cannot process excess estrogens. Then over time, this just gets worse. So the detox support supplement that I created actually helps your liver and supports it really well to process things through. It's also really great for your digestive system because it helps process things out. Now, estrogen goes through 3 phases of detoxification total. Phase 1 and 2 occur in that liver. Phase 3 is in the gut. So this detox support is actually supporting your body to do this. It's not going to do it too much, but it's going to help assist this process all the way through. When we're looking at your genetics, a lot of times what I find when I work with the thousands of women that I've worked with endometriosis and adenomyosis is that your genetics show that your body does not detox well and it does not methylate well. So when we look at the important things to focus on for your system, you're going to need to get methylated B vitamins. And there's a few supplement blends that I do love, like methyl support supplements, things like that. Methyl Guard Plus is another one that I really, really like. Those are great supplements to layer in to make sure your body is assisting with methylation. Now, one thing that can really stop methylation in your system, stress. So make sure you're doing regular things to help your system process stress better, that you're getting good quality sleep, that you're doing deep breathing exercises. And if you're like, well, what's a deep breathing? There's apps, there's other things, right? But a simple one is just breathe in for 5, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. I'll show you. There. Do that 5 times. That's a great way to help your stress levels. Now you might be thinking, yeah, that's great, but sometimes I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. What can I do? I actually have a tincture for this as well. Adrenal Balance. This is actually specially formulated for the female body to help not only your cortisol response, but also your adrenal function. And it is my favorite thing when I am having a day myself, taking an extra serving of that really helps center me. So keep that in mind for the genetic piece there when we're talking about really helping your system, making sure you're able to detox as well as methylate. Those are the things that are really, really important. The last thing here is your immune system. Now, when we're looking at your overall immune function and the relationship with endometriosis and adenomyosis, it's oftentimes thought of as an autoimmune condition. So the more you can boost your immune system, the better. This means eating lots of lean proteins. This means eating healthy fats, leafy green veggies, and make sure you're getting lots of antioxidant-rich foods. Berries and things like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, dark chocolates, of course, right? And make sure you're really fueling your system properly. So these are some of the fantastic things that you can do and layer in to make sure you are supporting your immune response. Now, a lot of these things I've talked about you can find right here on my website, nutritionforhormones.com, and this will get you started. This will get you started. One of the hardest things to do when you have been struggling with these conditions for a really long time is to just figure out what to do next. I've tried these things. I've tried this other thing. I've done these supplements and none of it really worked. So here's what I'm going to tell you. When you start working with your hormones, you need to give your system 90 days. Be consistent for 90 days. This is not fancy. This is not flashy. This does not give you overnight success. But what this will do is it will give your system a consistent pattern to go off of. And your hormonal regulation cycle is 90 days. What you do today to help your hormones will take root 90 days from now. So give yourself that 90 days. You will be amazed at just incorporating the things that I've talked about here in this video, how you can support your system for the next 90 days. And of course, if you have any questions, need any help, make sure you're either leaving me a comment or shooting me an email personally. Now, if you're looking for other resources besides my YouTube channel, which makes sure you're subscribing to my YouTube channel to stay updated on all the videos that I have coming out, also make sure you are subscribed to my podcast, The Female Health Solution. I deep dive into so many topics there that I can't wait for you to hear. So that's what I got for you today. Let me know if there's any other questions, and I will see you later.